why they came to care, because that's really none of my business. My whole focus is to teach you things about the system and get information from you about how the system affects you and your kids and them coming home.
The system or the people?
That's all.
Okay, but I'm sorry, what's your name?
Rhonda Frazier.
Miss Frazier. Information from record from our profile on utility agency, and based on the information that they have allowed we to receive, the case is still running a court.
Yes, it is.
So, if the case is still running a court, maybe the agency, based on the power and influences, or maybe by the way how the agency had the habit to be working with families, they might have already done a different setting or different procedure inside the case a court. In other words, they might require for take care of the children. They might require put the children in custodian, remove permanently. But we are not very well informed from the agency. But the agency might have different record. In other words, the record what I know, what I have is the court is still pending by the side the foster care issue, because the children were removed temporarily. At that point, we would like, if they are untruly, way to provide service, we would like that the agency forward the case back to the proper administration from Children's Service. I mean, forward the case back to Mr. John McKinley's attention at the main office. Because that person from there, I'm sorry, my fashion, because that person from there, could or might or would recognize situation that we already have demonstrated at court and at the agency. The person from there might recognize it and the situation could be resolved, because we don't have any intention, we don't have even aptitude to make a sue, a demand, or anything against anybody. Because if we were thinking about that, we were supposed to be working on that. We don't have any intention. The issue that the agency wants to give it back the children through service, through assistance, through program, doesn't working with us. Because we are having many years dealing with the same group of people who are today have taken my children illegally based on false accusation. So if they accusing me and my wife or my children of being mental impaired or whatever, and they try to justify, they try to prove that, why are we doing continue with that kind of person? Tomorrow they might accuse me about to be a terrorist or to be criminal.
Can I say something?
Sure.
First of all, the agency is not responsible for your kids being removed. ACS removed your kids. What happens is, when ACS, a call comes in to ACS that the kids are in some type of danger, ACS comes out and removes the kids. Now, ACS can only keep the case for a certain amount of time. When they can't keep it any longer, they pass it to the agency, and they ask the agency to monitor the case and help the family to see if we can get the kids back home.
Okay.
Because they have no more room in ACS to keep the case.
Okay, that part is very important that you have mentioned, Ms. Frazier. The agency, how you say, has anything to do about the issue, about the child, right?
Right. They're not responsible for the removal.
Okay.
They're just there to help you get the kids back.
Exactly. But If you think twice a little bit, I will tell you something. The agency, when we meet the people from the agency, the case in court was not scheduled yet. When we met the people the first time from your agency, we let them recognize that something went wrong. The way was being innocent about the accusation. We showed them the evidence about the mattress to the shelter, the evidence that we doesn't have any medical record, even Medicaid or Medicare, that the case was already closed, so that the people create the condition to make out the fair accusation of missing food, because they close the public assistances with the whole children, and then let me please. So when the agency say that the person had to go to be referred for assessment, for mental evaluation, for clinic, psychiatric or program, the same way the agency has to have the ability to verify if the accusations are true or not. Because at that point, when we made the agency, they were not ordered by put the children into foster care.
Well,
so,
right.
And then if they were not ordered by put the children into foster care, why the agency has taken too much authority over the case at the point that the our agency opened contract?
Okay.
Because how you say that when there are no rule or pay or whatever, the ACS make contract. In that case, the agency is contract by himself, because the agency made the petition by put the children into foster care. Later on, the agency made the petition by put the children in custodian. So, it's the agency who are making the trouble here, the OTILI agency, or maybe a group of people on the umbrella of OTILI agency. So the same group of people on the umbrella of OTILI agency have umbrella on into ACS, and now one forward the case to another agency to continue making trouble, to continue involve a person, involve a circumstances. Please, we let everybody recognize that something was wrong in that issue, that there was another situation based on money, why my children having suffering consequences. You know, we are supposed, or the people from the agency are supposed to pay attention with responsibility on the matter and stop all of that harassment. Because below any circumstances, we're going to accept that they enroll in my children in private service for mental procedure that later on should affect the future and the education to my children, that maybe based on that record might have trouble but reach the high level education. Because any person who has record on mentally have been accepted at university level. So that kind of situation.
Your kids are not, listen to me really carefully. This program that I'm calling you about is voluntary. You can say yes, you can say no, and it's okay. It has nothing to do with your foster care case. If anything, it's educational program.
Okay, but
for you and your child.
Okay,
if
but
you want the education, you can say yes. We sign the consent, and either you will do a survey or you could come to a group.
No.
If you don't want, that's okay too. It has no bearing on your case.
No. What I would like, Ms. Frazier, that how I explain to you, I hope you take something based on the explanation what I gave it to you. I hope you take something what the agency never has taken and never has recognized it. Because that's why the agency continue to create a situation around us, and continue creating ramification. So if we tell you that we have the court still pending for deciding the issue about foster care. And if we tell you that the children, my 5 children, have known on the condition what the accusation says, we are not supposed to take participation in any kind of mental procedure, because every program or service means time. So when the people go into a program, have to come from the beginning to the end.
We don't want you to participate in any program. We don't want you to do anything. This is strictly of your own. This doesn't have anything. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not connected to your foster care case in any way.
But they gave you the information.
The reason that
They gave you the information.
Okay, let me
They gave you information because they were looking for introduce us into your service, into your program.
Was so I could contact you and invite you if you wanted to come.
But you say that you sent something to me.
Yes,
I don't know what is that.
Address. It was an invitation.
I don't know what is. Okay. You sent the invitation. The invitation.
Right. And
okay.
That's what I was checking to see if you got it, and then further explain to you what the invitation was about. But
yes.
if you got it and you don't want to participate, or you didn't get it and you still don't want to participate, that's okay. It has nothing to do with your foster care case whatsoever.
Okay.
I'm not even involved with your foster care case.
Even that. The information, how you say that you are from the same utility agency, and they forward to you information about the family, and the family has a foster care whether temporarily or whether fraudulently into completely, custodian or whatever the agency has doing illegally, because we are not informed previously about anything. We are not we have not taken participation with responsibility about anything, because the agency hide it in many occasions, the invitation.
See, I don't know exactly what foster care is doing with your case.
Okay.
They only gave me your name, telephone, address, and the kid's name to send you an invitation.
She's talking about 3 children, and we have 5.
But
she's talking about not about
the
Joel.
Well,
it's okay. I understand.
Okay. My lady remember that. When did you say that?
In the morning.
In the morning.
Today in the first call, the second call, ella dijo que nada más, ella menciona Joel y Illinois.
So we have 5 children. Why you mentioning only 3?
Well, the only 3 that I mentioned because the criteria for the study, they have to be between the ages of 10 and 17. So they can't be younger than 10, and they can't be older than 17.
Okay.
So that's why they only picked Hilda, Joel, and Norman, because they're between those ages. If they were younger, then they wouldn't be eligible to participate. If they were older than 17, then they wouldn't be able to. So they only picked those 3 because they fell between the ages of 10 and 17.
Okay.
But that's basically it. They don't really have anything to do with your foster care case or anything.
Well, but even doesn't have anything to do with the foster care. You are collecting the information from the foster care agency.
No, we're all one agency. Remember this. We're all one agency. They can give me your name, telephone, and address to invite you to something that you might be interested that's going on in the agency.
Oh, I thought that you have a system. How you say system, and everything based on the name or the social security or the case number.
No, I don't have
every information come out on a screen, and
no,
you can.
I don't have that. I don't have none of that.
Well, I would say, Ms. Frazier, I took the time to speak with you by phone because your speaking way is very sweet and kindful, and I like to hear people like you, but the same way we would like that one day the people from utility agency, the people that are involved with the utility agency on that fraudulent procedure, I would like that utility agency, think twice about the matter, and maybe they might review rule and law based on people who involve them in contract and fraud procedure, because it's very hard for a family, a humble family, be accused at that level, and based on that kind of accusation, continue holding the 5 million children.
How we can feeling?
So they pretend that we have to feel happy. They pretend that we have to feel it like them.
No, and you don't.
You know, we in any moment we are unhappy person. We are very frustrated with the way how the justice in court have been conducted, because we have 1 year and 9 months, what time enough for the judge to identify the matter, and doesn't wait to continue running the issue, to allow the agency continue to create threats, continue to create situations, because every time the agency creates situation, every time that the court say 1 more, 2 or 3 months more, the agency come out with something new, never stopping. That issue become crazy, not only a single individual like us, that issue become crazy even to them, because it's terrible, because everything that you say, everything that we say, everything that we write, everything that we communicate fit wrong in the hand of them, because they have now the situation that doesn't want to recognize that they made mistakes, and they doesn't want to recognize that they made mistakes. They try to justify everything wrong what they are doing. If investigation coming in, you could find that there are many records for children and families that have been victimized about the same way. You know? And I hope the authorities take a look carefully to this matter, because the situation that we have is not a situation individually. It's a situation that has happened from many years ago and continue to happen.
Well,
you know,
that's why the person that came up with this research study, that's why they came up with the research study, because so many voices of the parents are not being heard. And you're right. Somebody should listen to them. Somebody should listen to us. I used to be a birth parent. Many years ago, they took my children.
well,
I was very upset, and I was very unhappy. My kids were unhappy, and I felt like no one was listening to me.
okay,
You know,
I am sorry to hear that. I am sorry to hear that.
Yeah, but eventually, the good news is that one day I got them back, and I promised myself and I promised the kids that I would be a voice for the parents,
Well,
the
but
people that no one listens.
well, I believe in what you say, even doesn't know you. But at the moment that you begin contacting through the agency, with my respect to you, I had to disbelieve in you, because you are contacting me through the agency, through the same abuses perpetrated. So, in some way, you have to be supporting the way how they abuse the family.
No,
In
I
some
don't
way,
support
because
them.
you're coming
I told
from them,
that
you're
there's
coming
a better
through
way.
them, you're coming through them, you're coming from them. Look, the agency sitting down, everybody around the table.
Because they want to listen to us.
Yeah, no,
That's how.
including the judges.
Well,
So the agency, the agency manipulate everybody.
well,
You know,
they want to listen to us.
okay, but
Even the judge wants to listen.
okay, but that's not the way, because they picking with you, picking with me, and a lot of people around you. When you finish talking with me, you continue talking with the people. Everybody.
When I finish talking with you, I'm gonna call another.
No, everybody. I mean, you begin talking with the group right now, by example, in the table. You begin talking with them about half or 1 hour, and then you make a phone conversation with me. When you finish, You go back to speaking with the same group of people. They make judgments. They may re-edit the conversation. They make requests, and they drop in conclusion that in the major of the case is bad conclusion, because you have not taken directly connection with the victim. Yes, if you don't have taken directly connection with the victim, you only speaking through a phone, many details cannot be taken in consideration.
Yeah, but they listen to me. That's why I'm here. Because they know that I can do better as a birth parent.
But you coming through the agency, so the agency invited you.
But
So
this is what I'm saying.
in some way,
we had to take a look at
no,
it.
but in some way you have some engagement with the agency, because the agency invited you to take care of that.
Let me tell you what that is. That's what I'm telling you. Yes,
Okay.
I have to have engagement with them because
And then you're wrong, because if you make engagement with the abuser, it's the same that you say to me right now that the agency also might invite including the judges. So that means that everybody gets paid from the agency. That is what you tell to me. Everybody gets paid from the agency. Oh my goodness.
But you're not letting me talk. You didn't give me a chance.
No, Ms. Frazier, I'm sorry so much. Please, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm sorry so much. Thank you. Please, I am very troubled with that agency. Forward the case to the Otili agency. Forward the case from the Otili agency to ACS main office, Mr. John Martin. They might see something that the agency never had considered, even the court, because when we provide the whole issues on October 24, 1997, 2007, look at the time from 2007 October into today, we are not considered our innocence, we are not considered evidence, we are not considered explanation. Until today, they continue to pour twist. Talking
about mental health.
Talking about mental health. That is not the issue. That is not the issue.
I'm calling for mental health. That just means that the department that is doing the pilot research program, mental health is running it. That's the department. So if you need to reach me, that's the department you can call me.
I think the problem here is money.
Okay.
Because of the money, we have become victims. Okay. And because of that, and then my children suffer the consequences that nobody wants to take the responsibility to reunite the family based on failure that they really exist. Because what happened with the witness protection? Why nobody made the possibility to join in something and provide a accurate assistance, a request from the family? No. Everybody rendered the family by ourselves, we alone by ourselves, without any connection, without anything. And when nobody listened to us, we had to broach every issue to everybody looking for help. Because anyway, nobody responds.
Well,
I please forward the case to the attention to Mr. John Martin at ACS, remove my family from that agency.
Okay.
My agency is not
my agency.
Yeah, well, you say that you made a recommendation. You say that you participated with parents. You say that you look for the way to help or provide service or something.
Right, but I can't if you don't participate in my program.
Well, in that case.
So if you don't want to, and that's okay. There's nothing I can really do.
No, it's not issue that we don't want to. It's the issue that I have planning to you. We have the case still running a court. We don't have the conclusion that my children have to be foster caring. So my children is not a foster care at all. My children have been held like a sequester by forcing us walking on the way where the people who are abusing or the people who have made gangster activity, the one we working that way, and they sequester our children, because our children is not sentences to be in foster care, because the case in court is running. You have no understanding that explanation I gave to you. That is the reason why we cannot participate. It's not because we don't want it. It's because we cannot participate while the case continues to be pending to be decided.
Okay.
Decided in information that already have provided to the court since October 24, 2007.
Okay.
They have everything in their hand. The agency also. The agency also, because I don't hide anything. I don't hide anything. I never will change the mind. I need my 5 children back. I need my 5 children back. I need my legal document back.
Okay.
My paper for information, because our group of people, they know why they did it. But they reject me, get my documentation, and they private me the opportunity to get job from many years ago.
All right.
Okay.
Well, I want to thank you.
Okay. Thank you.